On Wednesday, the 28th of August 2024, the Minister of Energy and Electricity, Dr. Ramokgopa, conducted a visit to the Nelson Mandela Bay Metropolitan Municipality to assess the damages to the electricity infrastructure caused by the gale-force winds on the 21st of August 2024.
It's an NMB transformer, and it was installed at this substation, which is called South End Substation, and then is picking up load throughout some strength. Currently, we are doing load reduction or load rotation so that everyone can have some supply. So just to indicate where the transformer that was taken from forward to here is just on my back. This is where the transformer is. This is where the transformer is taking load comfortably with no issues. They haven't reported any technical issues thus far. And we have got our control system and control operators which are monitoring the load. Hence, then we are doing load reduction from time to time. And the load reduction schedule has been communicated to the community, and then we are implementing accordingly.
Well, thank you very much. I think our visit today is to come and assess for our own, just an appreciation of the extent of the damage, but also the work that is done by the municipality led here by the acting executive mayor. So we have a full appreciation of the amount of work that is being undertaken to ensure that we reconnect the communities and businesses as soon as possible. From Eskom side, I think they've been able to complement the capacity here in the municipality to ensure that the target of reconnecting everyone by the 1st of September is doable. Of course, the only headway that we are confronted with is the inclement weather, the precipitation, and also the wind speeds, which is derailing the work that the contractors and Eskom are doing on site to ensure that we were able to get the work going. But from the briefing that we got this morning, I think we are relatively comfortable that that timeline will be met. I guess that the bigger conversation here is that there has to be concerted effort to ensure that we are able to maintain municipal distribution infrastructure. I think what we are observing here in Nelson Mandela is a confirmation of the extent of the problem in local government. So we have pledged to work with the municipality to ensure that these matters get to be resolved, because the experiences of ordinary people is such that they don't have electricity, and you can imagine what it's doing to the lived experiences of our people, their quality of life, but also just businesses in this area. So we're doing everything possible. That's why the Eskom team is here, led by Mr. Mandela, the executive responsible for distribution, to ensure that we are able to complement the work that is being done by the municipality to address the crisis and return, if you like, the electricity as soon as possible. And of course, we also got an indication that there are still pylons that are at risk of collapsing. But we are comforted by the fact that the municipality had started some time back to ensure that they install the monopoles so that we are able to avert the crisis that we are experiencing now. So we're looking forward to reconnecting the household as soon as possible. Like I said, the target that we have set for ourselves is the 1st of September. And once communities are connected, then we are going to have we're having a bigger conversation on how best to protect this infrastructure. The municipality puts the numbers about the 1.07 billion rands that is required in the next 5 years to ensure that we also accommodate the growth of the city, which is going to have an impact on increased demand. And of course, we have to address the issues of illegal connections. We have to address issues of vandalism, the aging infrastructure. All of those are part of that investment plan to ensure that we protect municipal assets, at least on the electricity front. What I'm saying is that it's just a common story of the challenges in local government. They get to manifest themselves, and when that the risk materializes, the primary casualties is it's communities, households, and also business. But I'm confident with the work that the executive mayor and the rest of the team are doing here is going to get us somewhere. We want to priority, connect everyone, and then see how best we are going to finance that modernization and expansion of distribution infrastructure.
Thank you, Minister. I think the Minister has said it all, and as the municipality, we further committed that we are going to explore other means of connecting the people in future, even by means of using underground connections. And as well, we still commit to our residents that by Sunday we should be done with reconnecting all the areas. The transformer is up and running as we have committed to our residents, and part of Summer Strand is up, the lights are up. So we want to thank the residents for putting up for the past 4 days without electricity, but we want to apologize because it's conditions that were beyond our control. Thank you.
Answered, I think, because I have said.
Oh, okay. No, that's
everyone. Namazma was from the Herald. Minister just mentioned the budget, I think, over the 5-year term. I wanted to check what is the city's maintenance budget right now versus what does it actually need to conduct the maintenance needed in the city. And then, Minister, I just wanted to ask if we have been briefed on just the general issues around electricity in the city, because in August alone, we've had 30 unplanned outages. I just wanted to check if you've been briefed about that. Is there a medium to long-term plan? Because outside of this area, we've got KwaNobuhle, where it does not know what these 150 days without load shedding is. There's currently area 11 in Gunguluza, they don't have electricity. And then I wanted to ask what prevented the completion of the maintenance that was currently done, that was being done or underway at the area that we've just come from, because we were told that whether there are structures that were being erected, but it wasn't complete. Is it a budget issue? How much is needed to actually complete that? And the work that is currently underway there, is it the long-term plan or is it a short to medium plan? And just can we get the actual technical what were you doing there? Cables, what were you doing?
Okay, I think the technical questions will be responded to by our acting executive director. But as the city, we must not shy away from informing our residents that part of what bedevils our connection is illegal connections. Illegal connections, the outages you see in KwaNobuhle are mainly illegal connections that are heavy on what we have as an equipment. And once we are not dealing with that matter, our residents are not going to be in the know of how to assist us to supply electricity. And also informal settlements that tend to crop up on areas that are not connected, and then they give other people additional load into our system. Hence, we are saying in the discussions we had with the minister, let's deal comprehensively with the bulk plan, 5-year plan, so that we then mitigate the overload that might be happening into some of the areas, and be able to be comfortable on how we move forward. But we will never be comfortable with illegal connections. Hence, we are going aggressively. For the past 2 months, you might have seen that we are going around cutting out illegal connections. We've made several meetings with councillors of UTNEC, and even the schedules that we've derived with them to say there's going to be 2 hours outages. It's because we've made them aware of the load that is too much on the connections. The other aspect is that there are towers that you might have noticed there that are already installed. It was a maintenance plan that have started in the past financial year, aiming for us not to be able to get to the stage where we are, where infrastructure would just collapse. But I think the anticipation period was very tight. We anticipated that this December would come without that happening. But unfortunately, gale-force winds were too much. As a result, collapse happened before we could load any other equipment online.
Just to say that, just to make a general point, which is an observation across the country. So what we are seeing here is emblematic of the challenges of local government. So if you like, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Local government is faced with competing priorities, extreme demands on the municipal fiscals, while the revenue base is not improved. I mean, for an example, a technical report that we got is that some of these pylons are 45, 50 years of age, and they have not been maintained over that period. Because the municipality has got other competing needs that are immediate of a social and economic nature. So for as long as we don't resolve the economic and revenue base of municipalities, we are going to sit with this problem. The second one is that this is a metro, a magnet for people coming from very urban areas, rural areas, looking for opportunities. The levels of population growth and the levels of household growth is such that the municipality can keep up in providing the requisite infrastructure to support the demand that is placed on the municipal electricity distribution infrastructure. And then you have issues of what non-technical losses, what the acting executive mayor was referring to. You also have conditions of energy poverty, energy hunger. People just connect on their own. And then you've got issues of malfeasance. It could be Eskom employees, it could be municipal employees, those who take it upon themselves to provide a service to a community at the expense of municipalities and Eskom, and resulting in actions of illegality. When you pull all of these things together, you can see that we are facing a dire situation in municipalities. And I want to say this, and I really hope I'm wrong, but unfortunately, I have the numbers and the evidence. We are going to see more and more of these things happening across the country. But the situation, the point is not to lament and complain about it. We're working with Eskom, we're working with Cllr. We hope to find an enduring solution. But it's going to be a very big ticket. The kind of capital investment that will be required will be very huge. That money must be found from somewhere. We know that that money can't be found in the tariff structure, because energy, as I speak to you, electricity is unaffordable. So we need to find bespoke financing solutions on how best. For an example, this 1.07 billion rand is a big ticket for the municipality. And I'm saying, well, that's what the plan requires. It doesn't mean that they have the money, but we know that we have to do this way. You can go to Johannesburg, you can go to any metro, choose any local municipality that provides electricity. Go to Eskom, Mr. Bala is here. It requires a lot of money. So, like I said, I mean, it's a tip of the iceberg. Unfortunately, in the short term, it's going to become a commonplace, but we do everything possible, working with Eskom and municipalities, to resolve this challenge and find a more enduring solution. There are countries that have gone through what we are going through, will learn and unlearn from their experiences. Just the other day, we hosted the Just Energy Transition with the municipalities, and this was one of the main topics. And part of the conversation is how are we going to finance it. I'm confident that when I share with you what the outcomes of that conference is, you will see that there's a big component on financing, and we'll answer the question, how are we going to finance it? Because clearly households are under strain, the economy is not growing. So in the short term, we must find those solutions, but the most enduring and robust response is for the economy to grow. So it's a chicken and egg situation. The economy can grow when people are on load rotation, on load reduction, whatever we choose to call it. So the businesses now, they are on load reduction. Few hours in a day, no electricity. Of course, it's for a short period of time, but they are losing an income. At the end of the month, they are going to receive a municipal bill. They must pay for that municipal bill. But there have been about 8 or 7 days where they were not trading. So those are the challenges that are facing us. But I'm happy that here in Nelson Mandela we've been engaging with the mayor and the acting mayor here and the Mayoral Committee. The team will find a solution. But the immediate priority, let's get the lights on in the suburbs. And just to thank the technicians, they are doing thankless work. I mean, the fact that they moved this transformer over a period of 3 days, they've been able to energize it. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work. There's so much they can do. As long as the financing and the funding is not there, they are limited in their ability. So we don't have a technical skills problem. We've got the most experienced engineers in Eskom and in municipalities, seasoned engineers. All they need is for us to support them with the funding. We will do that. Like I said, we'll find a solution. And then we are going to ensure that we smoke out those who are hell-bent on undermining good governance, those who want to do funny things, illegal connections, because these are experienced technicians. They're the ones who are doing some of the things, these illegal connections. And they are robbing the municipality of the income that they are deserving, Eskom of the income that they are deserving. We'll go after them as part of the total solution, but the great majority of the technicians and engineers are honest people. I want to emphasize that. The great majority of them are honest people, and I'm confident that we'll deal with those that undermines the work that we are doing. But we are confident Nelson Mandela will resolve this and come back with a more enduring solution.